Hello, my name is Helen Thornley and I'm a Technical Officer with the Association of Taxation Technicians, or ATT for short. In this video, I'm going to cover some of the key things you need to know about claiming tax relief on working from home expenses. During COVID, HMRC made it much easier to claim tax relief when working from home. These relaxations have now ended and it's now much tougher. This video will cover the post-COVID rules for the last tax year, 22-23, and the current tax year, 23-24. This video is intended as information and does not constitute advice. It's based on the tax rules as at June 2023. If, after watching this video, you want specific advice on your own situation, you should seek independent professional advice or consult the HMRC website. We'll start by looking at the conditions you need to meet to claim tax relief, then how much you can claim, and finally how to claim. When working from home, there are two types of additional costs that you might have to pay. Firstly, you may have additional running costs such as metered water, all those cups of tea, additional heat and lighting, extra broadband or phone costs. Secondly, you may have to spend money on items such as a desk, chair or computer equipment. The rules are different for these costs, so we'll come back to them later. Let's start with tax relief for any extra running costs first. For HMRC to accept a claim for tax relief on your extra home working costs, you need to meet 4 tests. Firstly, you need to be carrying out the main activities that make up your job from home. These are called substantive duties. Just checking your email in the evening doesn't count. Instead, you need to carry out significant tasks associated with your job from your home. These duties also need what HMRC calls appropriate facilities. You need somewhere to work. Thirdly, either your employer doesn't have an office, there isn't a space for you in the office, or it's too far away for you to get there and back every day. For example, if you live in Durham and your head office is in London, that would not be a reasonable daily commute. The final test is the most important. To claim relief on home working expenses, you must not be working from home by choice. If you've chosen to work from home, then you can't have tax relief on any of your extra costs. If you meet all the conditions above, then you can choose between claiming tax relief on your actual extra costs or simply claiming a flat rate amount. If you want to claim actual costs, you will need to keep detailed records to prove you have incurred extra costs as a result of working from home. This means you would need to work out how much extra you spent on gas, electricity, water, or on your phone or internet. You can't get relief for mortgage interest, rent, council tax, water rates, or insurance. A simpler approach is to claim a flat rate of £6 a week or £26 a month, plus any itemised business calls on top. This means you don't need to keep records, and you can claim these amounts whether you work at home on a full-time or part-time basis. Finally, you will have to reduce your claim by any amounts your employer has paid towards your costs. If you work at home for a whole tax year and opt to make a flat rate claim, you can claim tax relief on an amount of 12 times 26 equals £312. Be warned though, this is not how much money you will get back following a claim. You will only receive a percentage of your expenses back, depending on the rate of tax you pay. A basic rate taxpayer earning under £50,270 per year will get tax relief at 20% on any eligible expenses. 20% of £312 is £62.40 a year. A higher rate taxpayer will get back more. At 40% tax, a claim is worth £124.80. If you're resident in Scotland, you might get back a little more or less than this, as Scottish tax rates are slightly different to rates in the rest of the UK. If your earnings are under £12,570, the personal allowance, you won't get any tax relief because you shouldn't have paid any income tax. If you think you are eligible, there are 4 main ways to claim: online, by phone, by post, or if you're registered for self-assessment, through your tax return. Details of the claim routes can be found from the link on the slide, which will also be in the description beneath the video. If you're only claiming tax relief on working from home costs, then HMRC's online portal is the easiest route, and the system will guide you through the process. It's also the best way to make a claim for more than 1 year. You need to make your claim within 4 years of the end of the tax year. So to claim for the 22-23 tax year, you need to submit your claim by the 5th of April 2027. If you're working from home, it is likely you will need some additional equipment like a laptop, monitor, keyboard, printer, or even a desk or filing cabinet. There are no tax consequences if your employer provides all the equipment you need, provided that you mainly use it for work purposes and you return it to your employer if you stop working from home or leave your job. If you decide to buy any equipment yourself and your employer reimburses or pays you back for these costs, then this can create a tax charge for both you and your employer. So this approach is best avoided. It's much better if the employer can provide what you need. If you have to buy your own equipment like a desk or a chair, then you need to meet the conditions to claim what are called capital allowances. This means that you need to show you are using the item in the performance of your duties. HMRC should accept a claim for a laptop or computer equipment, but is likely to reject claims for tax relief on the costs of desks or chairs, as they only put you in a position to do your duties. You aren't actually using the chair to do your work. If you would like more detail on any of the points above, we have a longer article on our website called Home Sweet Home. There's also detailed guidance on gov.uk and on the website of the Low Incomes Tax Reform Group. Links to all of these sources are available under this video.